save me some.
Hello, my friends. How you doing today? I am doing well, and I'm back again with another episode of What the Heck Did I Buy Now? Yeah, I got me some packages, but as promised, I wanted to do a little review, okay? Look at that. I want to do a little review. Now, is it still over here? Are they still... is it the other one over... Wait, I guess. Yes, the other one's still over here. Okay, all right. So... everybody's on this James Cameron 4K, Blu-ray, Ultra HD kick, okay? People are bashing it. They're saying that he redid things and he changed things and he used different colors and different... Listen, what they're saying is that James Cameron did not give the proper love to his films that he should have gave. Now, I will show you the first one that I picked up, and this was the first one that came in the mail, I believe. It might have been the second one, actually. But the one I want to talk about is actually the other one I got here. But, yeah, I ended up picking up Aliens on the 4K Ultra HD. I have not yet opened it yet. I have not yet watched it. So I cannot give a review on that. I just want to tell you that that's there. The Abyss I ordered. Okay, originally ordered it for $70 because these things, I will tell you, are going crazy in value. Okay, for things that are so hated. Okay, I think that's what it is. I think it's like a forbidden fruit. I think that people are hating these so much that they're selling so much. I was watching a YouTuber the other day that was literally saying, do not promote these, do not buy them, do not endorse them, do not pick them up because James Cameron could do better. That's what he said. I watched the video like 3 times because I want to make sure he said exactly what I thought he said. What he said was, what he pretty much was saying is don't buy James Cameron's physical media because he's screwing up his whole entire catalog. And I'm here to tell you I don't think so. I don't think so. Now, I will tell you, I did not watch Aliens as of yet. I did not watch it on Blu-ray. I've not watched it on 4K. Now, I do own the old box set, and I love the old Blu-ray of the original Aliens, the James Cameron classic. But this is the one that I was told, okay, from my YouTube people, that was the absolute worst, WRST or WRSE, worst out of all of his releases, out of The Abyss, out of Titanic, out of Aliens. This was the one that he totally dropped the ball on. Well, I'm here to tell you, my friends, I don't agree. I don't agree. I'm sorry, I don't agree. It is the movie True Lies, starring Jamie Lee Curtis and Arnold Schwarzenegger. That correct? That's correct. So what I decided to do, since all these people were bad-mouthing and bashing it so much and saying that this was a terrible transfer, it was a terrible what he did, he used some kind of filter thing. Listen, I heard so much things from so many people bashing this particular release that I had to get it. I just had to. I had to see how bad it was. Now, I will tell you that these things are not cheap. They're not. I was going to go grab the Aliens again. I'm not going to grab it again. You know it's over there. But they're not cheap. Okay, you can't get one of these things for less than $30 right now. And the Abyss was going, like I said, when I originally bought the Abyss, I paid $70-something for it. Thank goodness the person that I purchased it from on Macari canceled my order, and then a few days later, Blow Out of Here Video had it on their website, I think, for like $27 and change or whatever. So I was like, thank goodness. I did not pay $70-something. I'm only going to have to pay $27 plus the tax or whatever. But I already had this one. So I'm like, you know what? I have not seen True Lies in a long time. I have the DVD, but I have not watched it in a long time. I am going to sit down and I am going to watch True Lies this weekend and see how bad on 4K and on Blu-ray that James Cameron totally messed up this movie. I'm going to tell you, my friends, I started with the Blu-ray. I'm like, you know what? Blu-ray is my format of choice. That's what I enjoy. That's what I watch in my room. That's what I watch on my TV. I'm going to start with the Blu-ray. I will tell you, if you do not own True Lies on any format, Blu-ray, 4K, DVD, I didn't see any problem. Not one problem at all with the Blu-ray. There was, and I'm going to go with the 4K. I put the 4K in. I watched the 4K. And I got to tell you, I did not have a problem with the 4K. There was one scene in the whole entire movie. And it had to do with the guy that was married to Roseanne, that I can never remember his name. I always messed that up, and I always feel bad. I don't know what I feel bad about. I feel bad the fact that I always refer to him as the guy that was married to Roseanne. Tom Arnold, okay? Which I find Tom Arnold to be a very, very funny guy. He was funny in this. He was funny in what was it? The one with Rick Moranis when they were going at it. It was a Big Bully. Listen, I've always liked Tom Arnold. I just think Tom Arnold's always been funny. I'm sorry. I always thought he was funnier than Roseanne. I thought was just me. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch both of them, and I did. There's one scene where he's in a van. I believe he's in a van, and he's talking to Arnold Schwarzenegger and I believe Jamie Lee Curtis through the ear thing, because they're undercover FBI or whatever. And there was a lot of red on his face. But besides that, I got to tell you right now, buy this just for the Blu-ray. But listen, I do have a complaint. My complaint was I think that the 4K was just too much. I think that we have become a world of spoiled brats. That's what I think. I think we become a world of spoiled brats because I want you to put yourself back in the VHS days. Actually, let's go further back to regular TV. Okay, with the bunny ears or whatever, that thing before remote controls. Okay, how about black and white TVs? I was around with black and white TVs. We had a 13-inch black and white TV that I would watch all the time. Okay, and I was perfectly fine with that. I watched all kinds of movies, all kinds of TV shows in black and white on my 13-inch black and white TV, and I was fine. But then we got a color TV that was pretty much a piece of furniture. Took up the whole floor. And then we would gather in front of the TV, and we would watch, like, Benson and Punky Brewster and stuff. The fun stuff from the late 70s, early 80s, and stuff like that. The fun things. And then VHS came out, and we were like, yes, VHS, way to go. You had to put it in, and then if you were lucky, you got a VHS player with that remote control that was literally like had a wire that was about this long, and the remote was over here, so you had to get up anyway even to use the remote control because the remote control was wired, and you had to get next to the TV in order to use the remote control. Then the DVD came out and everybody went crazy. Okay, everybody was like, "Oh, this is." I remember going crazy myself. I remember running up to my local Circuit City and buying my first DVD player and buying like 3 movies and going home and showing my wife. And I was The Mummy, South Park, Bigger, Badder, and it was one other movie that I cannot remember. But I know for a fact that the first 2 were The Mummy and South Park. And I remember being blown away. And then Blu-ray came out, and I was like, "Wow, this is unbelievable." And then 4K comes out, and everybody's like, "Everything's gonna be just perfect. We don't want no nothing. We don't want no flickers and none of this, and everything's gonna be perfect." Okay, I gotta tell you, I preferred in this set the Blu-ray over the 4K. So if you do get this set, it's worth it just to get the Blu-ray. There is no Blu-ray available in this country. You can get a foreign release Blu-ray of True Lies, but if you want to get a really good version of True Lies, I would still go with this, and don't watch the 4K. If people have so many problems with the 4K, don't watch the 4K. I personally had a problem with the 4K because I felt like it was a little bit too dark. That scene with the red pot was redder than it was on the Blu-ray, and I just preferred the Blu-ray. I watched the whole movie on Blu-ray, and the 4K I skimmed. Because I watched it. It was kind of back to back, so I was kind of like, I'm not sitting through this movie again, second day in a row. So I'm going to watch it, and I'm going to be looking for these little technical problems that everybody's complaining about. But I didn't see it. What I saw was that a bunch of maybe a bunch of little whining crybabies that are like, you know what, we're not satisfied with the DVD and we're not satisfied with the Blu-ray. We gotta have that 4K quality, and we're gonna buy it on 4K, and then we're gonna pick every little piece apart on every little thing that he did with the. Listen, yeah, he changed things. Things have been changed, yes. But being the worst that anybody has purchased or whatever, I don't think so. I really don't think so. You can comment below. You can if you own True Lies and have watched it on either Blu-ray or 4K in this set, comment below what you thought. Okay, did you think that the 4K was over the top and too much? I personally did. I thought it was over the top and too much. It was too clean, and then too dark, and then too red, and then even in some parts a little bit too blue. But that's what they do with 4Ks. 4Ks is always enhanced for some reason. The blues are always enhanced. The docks are always darker, and that's just the history that I've encountered over 4Ks. That's why I stick with the Blu-rays. I enjoy the Blu-rays better. I just, not only do they upload, I'll explain. Am I explaining upload properly? Like when you put it in your player, you put a 4K in your 4K player. It might take a few minutes to get going. You take a Blu-ray to put it in your Blu-ray player, and it plays right away. That's what I found with this also. You put it in there, you got a little bar thing. Now, that probably all depends on the 4K player you're using. Okay, my 4K player is a Sony. It's a little bit older, but yeah, it takes a little while to load. The Blu-ray, I put it right in, played right away. And I thought that it was pretty much flawless, except for that one little red scene of Tom Arnold in the back of a van, talking to them for some reason. So yeah, I want to do a review. I did watch it. I watched it. Okay, so and The Abyss is coming in, and I didn't pay. I paid $26 and change for it, and I will continue to buy and support these James Cameron titles because I thought that I thought that this one actually was very well put together. I am gonna watch the Aliens one, and next video I make, I'll tell you what I felt about that. The only reason why I didn't watch Aliens and give a review on Aliens is because I had watched Aliens like 2 days prior to this thing coming in on regular Blu-ray, and I wasn't in the mood. I wasn't in the mood to watch it again. This one comes from Orion Edzins. Okay, whatever. From I can't cut into this, California. No, I'm kidding. Hold on. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. When they put it in a cardboard box and then you don't want to cut into the the slip covers or anything, you don't even know what's inside the thing. That's a little bit of a problem. I picked up a copy of a film by Tom D. Simon. Reform School Girls. It says shocking. This was this Vinegar Syndrome? This was a Vinegar Syndrome release that I missed when it was first released. Now it's out of print, especially with the slipcover. It's out of print. I have this movie on, I believe it's a 4-movie VHS, a 4-movie DVD, and it's I want to so badly use the word campy, but it's not campy. It's like a USA Up All Night, adultish, futuristic movie that probably cost them about $20 to make. One of those things. But it was definitely interesting. It was definitely watchable and enjoyable. I put it up there with like a Vice Academy or like a maybe a real. I don't want to put Porky's in the same category either, because Porky's was actually shot and done a lot better than that movie. Next one I have here is from Louis Demench from New York. And it is a cardboard. No, it is a copy of. And my last one to show you, a movie called Cherry 2000. This is another Kino release. Let me just make sure the disc is. Oh, they gave me a little, whatever that is, and see if the disc is okay. Good. This was a movie that if I remember correctly, was one of those that they overplayed on either Cinemax or Showtime back in the day, and I have not seen it. This came out in 1987. That's probably around the last time I've watched it. In my head, I wanted to. Let me see who's in this thing here. Let me see. Ben Johnson, Melanie Griffith, David Andrews. Now, I will tell you, this guy right on the cover, I always thought it was Don Johnson. Okay, maybe is Ben Johnson Don Johnson's brother? Because I always thought the star of this movie always kind of looked like Don Johnson. This was around the time of not Vice Academy, of Miami Vice and stuff. So I was like, yeah, is this him or what? I have not seen this probably, like I said, since 1987. It's been on my want list or searching for list, but I don't want to pay a lot of money for it. Somebody was selling this thing this was a very, very odd thing. I think they were just selling out their whole collection. You know, nowadays with all the streaming and stuff, I think some people are just selling out their whole collections, trying to get as much as they possibly can, as fast as they possibly can get it. And for some reason, some guy had a whole bunch of Kino titles on there, which I own quite a few of them. And he wanted $8 for it. So I was like, you know what, $8, free shipping. I'm going to grab it for $8, free shipping, because I did not own it on any format, and I have not seen it since 1987. So, is it a futuristic movie? Need a bounty hunter? She's your man. Okay. That's probably not politically correct. Melanie Griffith from Something Wild is delightful and unflappable as a futuristic bounty hunter. Okay, so we got a Melanie Griffith bounty hunter. I'll watch that. With that said, my friends, thank you so much. Do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and go buy yourself some James Cameron movies. Yes, I am gonna endorse. I am going to promote not so much the 4K, but the Blu-ray. If you want to watch True Lies, you have not seen it in years, and all you have is that old DVD, this is definitely an upgrade from the old DVD. Do I promote you to do I tell you, or do I advise you to get rid of your DVDs? No, never get rid of your DVDs. Hang on to them, because sometimes they change the soundtracks, sometimes they change the thing. Maybe you enjoyed your DVD of True Lies over the Blu-ray or the 4K. I'm just not a huge 4K has not sold themselves to me yet. Okay, they have not given me something that I've been wowed about. I mean, I could put in a Blu-ray and be wowed. I put in a 4K, it has not. I don't get that wow factor. Okay, it just doesn't work for me. So I bought this legitimately just to get the Blu-ray. And to be honest, if you're buying it just to get the Blu-ray, you are not going to be unsatisfied. I did not see anything at all that would make me feel like I had any regret on this purchase. It was exactly the way I remembered it, if not clearer and more beautiful. That one scene in particular did not mess me up, because you got to think about the people were complaining about that red scene where Tom Arnold's face is a little bit more red. He is literally I believe he's in the back of a van with like surveillance cameras and all kinds of other stuff. So I mean, there may be red lighting or whatever that was bouncing off his face, and to me it wasn't a big deal. It just really wasn't a big deal. So people just picking. They just picking. I don't know why they picking so much, because if these are such bad pickups, why are they selling out so much? Go on eBay right now and go find out how much The Abyss is selling for. If Blow Out of Here is no longer selling for $26 change, that movie, for some reason, The Abyss, True Lies, and Aliens, those three titles were all going well over $40, $50, $60, $70. The Abyss was up there into the hundreds. And that's why I grabbed it for $70. But then luckily that person bailed out on me, because then I was able to find it for $26. But I'm not going to count my chickens before they hatch, because Blow Out of Here still has not sent it over to me yet. I got my other two movies, but I still have not gotten my copy yet of The Abyss. So hopefully they have it in stock, and it wasn't one of these things where, you know, I'm gonna get a message from them in 3 or 4 days saying we no longer have it in stock, or we made a mistake, or we're just gonna give you a refund, and we're not gonna tell you anything. But usually they don't do that. That's usually a deep discount thing. That's not usually a thing with Blow Out of Here. Blow Out of Here usually they send me my stuff. I've not had a bad experience yet. I usually get what I ask for. And the one time I did have a problem, I had to return something. It was no questions asked, free label, free ship back, free replacement. No problem whatsoever. And with that said, my friends, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you, and I will see you later. You should have saved me some.